Minecraft Hardcore, one of the most difficult challenges vanilla Minecraft has to offer. I have tried it before, but never stuck it out to 100 days. Until now. I decided I will be launching a series where I record and release these videos not in 10-day segments like before, but in a full 100 days format. Through close calls and great triumphs, can I succeed in beating the Ender Dragon, or will I fall short and never see day 100? Watch along and find out. Minecraft 100 Days Hardcore starts now. Hello everyone, it's me, Crimson Falcon, and I'm starting this series because quite honestly, I need a video series to start going, and the internet's down, so I can't exactly do any of my regular games that I would do that require the internet. So you can partially thank a Florida rainstorm for me creating more videos and content. I know it sounds weird, but such is life. This is hardcore. No fancy intro. We're just getting right into it because quite honestly, fancy intros are overrated. I started this world out the same as any other world, punching down trees and a couple just to get a lot of wood because safety is priority in hardcore. Alright, well with that done, we have our wood that we're going to need. I have been doing some speedrunning, so technically we could progress straight to the nether fairly easily. The only concern is brutes don't know about if I'm going to be going straight into a structure. We'll have to see where our portal spawns us. I'd prefer to get at least iron armor, seeing as this is hardcore. Hardcore is not exactly conducive to throwing yourself at a challenge. So let's go over here. Over here looks the most promising in terms of potential structures. Oh, we're off to such a great start in this hardcore world. So I crafted a wooden pickaxe, dug down to stone level, and mined up a bunch of stone. And some of that stone, it was bugged. Let me tell you, yeah, even though this was single player, it was bugged. Pillared back up, crafted a stone pickaxe, went straight back down to go grab the copper because it was an easy armor option for now. Pillared back out and went on my way. I then went into this cave that looked very promising, mined a whole bunch of coal. Let me tell you, it was very handy. And then I also mined some iron. It was glitched as well. Mined some more coal and got out of that cave because I had 7 iron, which was enough to be able to go to the nether. I then crafted a furnace from the cobblestone that we had got, smelted up the iron, grabbed 1 iron, crafted a flint and steel, and cooked a bunch of sheep. Your boy was hungry and I needed the wool for a bed for later. After that, I went back, picked up the other 6 iron, and crafted a iron pickaxe and a bucket. Both to help me get to the nether. I then looted an RP chest and killed several pigs, crafted a bed to sleep night one away because I was not about to spend it in a cave. That's really boring. I then mined up the bed, crafted a shield from the iron that we got at the ruined portal, and crafted a portal from a nearby lava pool. And as I was entering, you can ignore the failure. Yeah, no, that didn't happen. So anyways, I enter the nether. We're in the Soul Sand Valley. I look around for a little bit. There's nothing too interesting. And I decide to nope right out of there because I was not about to try to go trudge around and find a structure with no armor. I then mark the first portal on the map and I go exploring the rest of the world. Following trip was actually slightly uneventful. I visited one village, had nothing, so I kept on going. Saw some interesting terrain, trekked through the Stark Oak Forest, which was nice, and then I proceeded to take to the oceans. And it was there that I located what I wanted. It appears that we have found a village. This is village number 2. They got an animal pen down there. For the cave rats. I'll set up on the outskirts of town. Well, where did you come from? You just teleported through the wall. Sorry, I'm gonna have to ask you to get out of that bed. I reserved it first. I was here first. So I think for now, only for now, this is as good a place as any. Good a place as any. Wow. I cannot speak English to save my life right now. I think we set up here because, quite honestly, I don't want the entire first 100 days to be, and we just finally got to our base. Yesterday was a travel day, today is a building day. Here's where the happy guest shall exist. Stay hydrated. This is your reminder to drink some water, folks. We've cleared out this entire area. We're gonna get a basic starter house. I should not have jumped there. Gonna get a basic starter house set up. Very relatively simple. Decently large. Large enough to house enough storage and other things. Alright, so we are now going to clear out this entire area. Alright, even though I had to punch the last little bit, we are done. A tree has grown. Our happy gas is not yet hydrated, but it's close. I then filled in the floor with as much oak as I possibly could and went out to collect some skeletons for bones and bone meal for the trees. You know what, Spider? I'm putting this pickaxe through your teeth. You guys thought you could triple team me. Well, your leader's gone. Alright, you're getting me low, I'll admit. Half a heart, code red, code red. Good thing they can't swim. Right. Oh look, they suddenly became not hostile. I'm putting a pickaxe through your teeth. Don't try it. You saw how it ended. Why am I shaking uncontrollably? Well, we got down to half a heart for the first time in the series. And we have our first recruit. Enjoy, sir. It appears our happy cast approves of him. Oh, you came for the furnace. Heh, well, you just got shanghaied. After getting the villager out of the way, I built some walls for my house to avoid problems like last night. And maybe almost lit my house on fire. Whoops. Happy guest. I don't know how to tell you this, bud, but you need to move. Actually, take that back. You're too cute. I could never force you to move. It was now time to go caving for materials that I needed. Ha 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 ha. You are doing my work for me. There's iron in the roof. There's iron in the walls. There's iron in the floor. It's underneath your feet, above your head, and to your sides. Caven's where it's at. Ah, it's a zombie spawner. If you guys are enjoying the video so far, drop a sub. And if there's a diamond in this cave, you also must drop a sub. Oh, would you look at that? They heard me. Drop a sub. They extra heard me. Goodness. And it wanted to burn it. You see that, chat? It wanted to undo your subscription. But I saved it in the nick of time. It's always risky down in the mines. Alright, we're picking up right back up where we left off. Past me was so nice and got absolutely nothing. Yeah, it's been about a week. No, like 3 weeks. I don't know why past me couldn't craft diamond armor. I haven't been to the nether. I was slacking. If you can't tell already, I kind of forgot exactly what I had already
I have
done.
no idea what
It
day
was
we're on.
that long. And so I decided to pillar up out of the caves and get to the surface and see if I could remember what I had tried to do.
Okay. Oh, look, we're at a village. Wait! Yo, I remember the plan. I remember the vision. Oh my goodness, I remember everything now. It's my happy guest with me villagers. And the house that I definitely took time to finish.
I then spent 10 literal minutes trying to track down where in the world my F3 was displaying the days. I even switched out the sodium back to vanilla F3 to try to find it. Still couldn't find it after I did that. So then I was like, you know what? Forget it. I'm gonna go get a mod. So huge shout out to this guy who made a mod that tells you what day you're on. You saved me a lot of trouble. Thank you.
And we're back. Chat, how in the world are we only on day 8?
Yep, I wasn't thrilled that I finally had the day counter. I was just confused as
How?
to how we were only on day 8.
You also tamed in 1, sweet. If it didn't tame in 1, I was gonna leave it. The bird has achieved flight.
After those 2 accomplishments, I decided to clear the land and lay out some paths because my next goal was an iron farm, which I actually built relatively quickly thanks to a YouTube tutorial. Thanks, Waddles. This was the majority of the materials needed. I just started building and went and collected the rest of the materials as needed. Unfortunately, I did not have replay mod for this building process, so you will not be getting a nice replay shot of it, unfortunately. But here's a sped up version.
Okay, so then he has blocks like that. Then blocks all the way around, except that's gonna need to be a trapdoor to get the zombie in. This is like a temporary trapdoor. We just have to now wait for like nighttime. Wait, hold up. I need to not kill the zombie. He can't pick up items, are we for real? I'm giving you a weapon, take it. He picked it up, he picked it up. Alright, we are not killing this one. Let's go. Let's go. I'm the goat. Okay. Let's finish up this iron farm, shall we? There's no way. Are we serious? Get over here. Yep, we have the villagers. There's no way. Have you idiots managed to get in? Bada boom, bada bang. Oh. That's all the walls done.
On the other side of the middle again, one lines up 1, 2, 3, 8. To isolate and control all iron golem spawns.
Alright. It's pretty self-explanatory. Alright. So, we're now going to go up to the back of the farm. Water bucket, refill both water buckets, and farm is operational. Minus one thing. All 3 villagers are sleeping, which is good.
Yeah, we've got the beds
Alright. And bada boom, bada bang. We got an iron farm. We placed a water bucket. And the farm is operational. I don't know if you've noticed, but my house not looking that great. So we're gonna do this. Okay, let's get all this down. It's gonna mirror the other side. And then this one is also a log. Why are you in my house? Get over here. Yeah, we'll build it right here. Alright. There we go. All we're missing is just a light. That looks absolutely phenomenal. Alright. Wish me luck. I have a single ender pearl.
This was probably the worst nether spawn I have ever seen. In fact, to make it worse, there was a skeleton and a ghast.
It's the first time I've shot a bow.
Dealt with them quickly, but then I had to go bridge over lava, risking my life in order to get to land to where I could actually go explore. There were still some other things that I wanted to do. One of them was build a fully working lava farm, which you can see here. It has a nice open design, so that way lava acts as natural light. And then I also decided to go build a cobblestone farm that was automatic, because in the future I'm going to be needing a lot, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot of stone, cobblestone, stone bricks. It was a pretty straightforward build. In fact, I will be linking all the builds that I used into one compilation video down below, so that way you can go through and make these farms for yourself. Highly recommend them. They are a huge time saver, and they're relatively easy to build.
Well, boys, it's before day 30, and as you can see, I have two farms working now. The iron farm and the cobblestone farm. Unfortunately, the standard storage package for the cobblestone farm wasn't enough, so I increased the capacity by about 10 times. Including a section that carries the cobblestone into furnaces to smelt it into stone for future use. Now, your boy kind of forgot how everything worked, so I did actually end up having to rebuild this. This is the first time. The mistake was I thought that the hopper minecart could just dump items straight into the furnaces, but you actually need a hopper on top of that. So, I had to go through and basically rebuild it with hoppers on top. Minecarts worked wonderfully. And here is a finished product. After that, I then decided to focus on building a decent sized trading hall. This is not going to be complete
probably until day 200, day 300 for what I actually want it to be. This is just going to be the surface. It's going to extend far underground, having multiple different layers with all the job professions. Yeah, this villager trading hall has got big plans. The exterior might get a couple reworks eventually. But yeah, overall, I'm pleased with how it went. It was a very nice and easy build to do. And here it is in its most recent state. You might see it's still in progress throughout the rest of the video. It was easier to just show you what I had already done instead of going back and trying to piece everything together as the video went on.
There we go. Now the Ender Pearl stasis chamber is like working all the way correctly. Have you taken the job yet, delinquent? No, you haven't. I fail to understand why you are so stubborn. Alright, let's go track down a fortress. For potions. Because I'm going to need them. Oh, well there's the fort. That was a lot quicker than I expected. Terrible fortress. But how terrible will it be?
It appears we have found a spawner, so we will kill some blazes, get some blaze rods, and explore the rest of the fort. $35. And with 35 rods, I was happy to head back home and start brewing potions and working on other projects that I had going on. Day 49 saw me back in the mines, strip mining for diamonds this time, and I was quite successful, if I do say so myself. We found a total of 35 diamonds.
35 diamonds. Well, my friends, it may be slightly later than hoped for. It is day 51 after all, but to celebrate 50 days, we have got cake. It was a delicious cake, and we still have some left over for future. I'm beginning to think the dripstone doesn't grow.
After the mines, I then tackled a villager breeder that actually worked. I had already made one attempt at it, and the villagers were uncooperative, so I pulled out a YouTube video and made basically the exact same thing, except on the outside of the building instead of incorporated into the back of the building like I had originally thought. Overall, it was a very simple build process. Probably the hardest part was digging the tunnel that goes from the farm into the back. But after one minor creeper blow up, we were able to complete it, and this is what the farm looks like when it's actually running.
I will say I definitely need to be getting some better armor. But that requires levels, which currently I don't have. And I actually know where a savannah is. I could go get some armadillos.
Yo, let's go. That's what we're looking for. The savannah is finally in sight.
Are those armadillos? Those are. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we are making a controlled descent into the savannah. We have 4, I repeat, 4 armadillos on view. Make sure to tie off your happy gas as you disembark. Oh. Come here. There we go. Ignore the giant flying thing that just came to say hi. No! Are you kidding me? No, get back here. Get back here with my armadillos. Thank you. Just chilling on my happy guest in the rain. Now that I had the armadillos, all that was left to do was to make the armadillo
I'll pick up
XP
that
farm
skew later.
so that way I could then start enchanting
Campfire in the
all of
middle.
my armor. My next goal was to get maxed out diamond gear. And after that, we were on to netherite, which proved to be the most evasive thing I had taken on thus far. Do you need a non-fire aspect sword? Get him. Okay. 3. Breastplate also unbreaking. I'll send prop. Next, I was going to be working on the villager trading hall, which required sticky pistons as part of the construction. Fortunately, I knew where a swamp was, thanks to my previous exploration. It was a nice scenic boat ride over there, and once I finally got there, it was daytime even though it was raining. So I decided to explore further and see if I could find a larger swamp biome, which I couldn't. So then that night, I headed back, and I saw this. We have slime spawn! As you can tell from my reaction, I was thrilled. We had slime, and I was going to be getting all the slime I needed. As I was killing these slimes, I had an unfortunate run-in with a witch. Joy. Ah, I'm poisoned? Oh, nah. Oh, nah. But I dealt with her quickly with a couple arrows. She was gone. And so were the rest of the slimes. Oh, that's so annoying. And then I had to do a masterclass save in order to get myself out of this situation. Not that it was a life-threatening situation, but I really did not want to find out what that bow is enchanted with. Yeah, there's no more slime spawns. Which is mildly annoying, but I mean, I will take the 18 slime that I got. So I headed back across the ocean, and crafted up those sticky pistons to be used in the villager trading hall. So I can create an oozing potion. Alright, splash potions of oozing are done. And with that, the infestation potions are done. Because you guys really thought that I was going to just finish and say, oh well, I guess I can't get any more slime. Nope, I created this kill chamber for silverfish, where all I have to do is come down, splash them with a splash potion of oozing, kill them all, and then I get all the slime I need from just killing 2 large slime in that swamp. We got a stack in 13 twice. Day 64 was wrapped up with me actually working on the villager trading hall. You guys have seen the completed version of this, but I was testing around with the sticky pistons, getting them to work, and I also had to deal with a bunch of zombies outside. They weren't too hard, I just got lit on fire a lot. And then the rail surprised me with how fast it can move a villager from the breeder into the trading hall. It was quick. I continued working on the villager trading hall, chopping down some more wood, placing down this setup for a couple, and then getting trades. No, that's a good trade. I'm breaking 3 though. I will take that. Silk touch for 7. And this just demonstrates how fast my minecart system is at getting villagers from point A to point B. Today is day 67. A once popular but now dead meme. Smite 5. I think I might do this because this is actually going to be needed. Great. We got mending. Oh my word, we got mending. I then zombified the villagers to get lower trades, went to the nether to grab brown mushrooms and gold, and did this. And then I did that. Shoot. Alright, well this is not how Crimson is going out. Look at that, I'm free. And I was back safe in the overworld and was ready to start curing villagers. And now that I was back from the nether, I smelted up all my gold, brewed weakness potions, crafted gaps, collected the weakness potions, crafted even more gaps, cured some villagers after throwing weakness at them. Zombie doctor. 1 emerald. That's what I'm talking about. And I finally got most of my trades down to 1 emerald. I don't have fortune yet. I could disenchant and try to re-enchant this one, but then I'm not guaranteed everything. I'm gonna send it. I then had this happen. Fortune 3. In addition, I also had a nice chestplate enchant. On day 72, I got a looting trade, and on day 73, I was out building a nether warp farm. After that, it was to the Silverfish Armadillo XP farm to get levels to max out all of my armor. Wait, I have Fire Prot 3 leggings. There we go. So that's Fire Prot 4. I got this nice helmet. It was back to the XP farm for a little bit more XP. And then it was to the villager trading hall to trade for books, because that was the last thing I needed to max out all of my gear. I then placed down lanterns to improve the villagers' experience. Chat, I'm getting scammed. After that, I put mending on my chest plate. Sir, you're gonna need to go on there. And maxed out my leggings with Fire Prot. Our anvil broke. How else am I supposed to rename my sword? If only we had iron. It's too expensive again. No. Okay, I will combine these two. That's the Elytra book. We're gonna go kill a bunch of wither skeletons now. So I headed off to the fortress and made a quick stop at the blaze spawner for some blaze rods for potions. I then ventured deeper into the fortress, killing some more blazes, and I finally found some wither skeletons. Oh, you are one shot. If I get the crit. And wither skeleton skull. Burst stinking dry. And just like that, we have a second head. But after this, things cooled off. I killed a couple more wither skeletons and then ran into this unfortunate situation. I love piglin mentality. And then it was back to running around. And after 30 more minutes, I finally got it. Dipping. See ya. It was now time to take on the wither. Alright, so I've gone out and I prepared a tunnel. And here we go. Let's create a gap. Okay. Okay. Oh my goodness. We did it. Now let me not die from the withering effect. That lasts way too long. We've done it. Let's get back out of here. Home sweet home. We're back. I have power in my hands. Now that the wither was defeated, it was time to build a beacon. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Bring home the beacon and beaconator. Oh my goodness. Regeneration. And for now, resistance. Oh, that feels wonderful. But we weren't done with the nether just quite yet. Because as you guys realized, I was still in diamond armor. And I had it my goal to get that diamond to netherite.
So that's exactly where we headed next.
Would you look at that?
Down into the netherite mines. And albeit this took a while.
Let's go.
But
oh, it's a 3.
I spent about an hour
Okay,
down
that's
in
what I'm
these
talking
netherite mines, getting all the necessary
Oh,
netherite, coming up just short.
Word.
It was about a 30-minute gap
that is
between
gonna
this
be
vein and the
3 veins.
final
Just a 2
vein
vein
of
leads
ancient
to 1
debris to
door.
complete the
There
16.
it is. We are so done.
I hit a trick shot on a ghast right here. I traversed back to my nether portal. I finally emerged with 16 ancient debris, smelted it, and crafted some netherite
We
ingots.
can now craft the first 2 netherite ingots. We can't use them yet, though, because we have to go out and loot a bastion.
The first bastion has been reached. Let's hope it's the last.
And don't get killed by the piglin brutes.
Unfortunately, this bastion didn't have what we need, so it is on to the next one. There's the second bastion at last. And beware of the piglin brutes.
That's the first time I've had iron armor.
Unfortunately, after doing all of Bastion 2, still no smithing template. We're now at a third bastion. In theory, we shouldn't have to go much farther in order to find one. But who knows, it could be many more.
Hey, let's go. That's a good day. Easy dubs.
Front 4, depth strider 3, I'm breaking 3. Oh my word.
Hey, yo, we have a chance.
We just need 20 levels and the mending book, which we put on those 25 levels. We got it. We got the boots. Oh my word. And turned all of my diamond armor into maxed out netherite.
Ha 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 ha! Yes, sir. Chat. Ya boys fitted out. For the first time, we have full netherite. Bum, 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 ba-dum. That's the first time I've mined gravel. First time I've been in a trial chamber. I knew that. We have our first vault. And we got bolt right away. That's what I like to see. And that's our Riptide 1 book.
I defeated the regular trial very easily, went around opening regular vaults until I got an ominous bottle.
There's the Bad Omen bottle.
After that, it was on to the Bad Omen trial.
Alright, bottoms up.
And this is where the fun began.
Oh.
My first vault didn't contain anything too interesting.
Full armor trim, some diamonds, some emeralds, a diamond block.
Then it was back to clearing out the Bad Omen trial.
Please,
My
heavy core.
second vault also didn't contain what I wanted.
No heavy core. What?
And then this happened.
We got it. Oh my word. Wait, icing on the cake. Oh.
Chat, we got it. We've done it. The mace.
We just also need storage. So I'm gonna build this up real fast. It is all going to be chests. The deep slate is mainly for the aesthetic for the outside of the house. because it will be floor to ceiling chests.
So I built up the second floor, which went quite nicely if I do say so myself. As you can see from these replay shots, everything minus the chests that actually are going to go in it. And this is what I have so far. I then made some cleric villagers to trade for ender pearls because, let's be honest, I was lazy and I really didn't want to go out and try to trade with pigmen or kill that many endermen. I also got some gunpowder. An enderman showed up, so I took care of him. I got a max out mace, and of course I had to test it, and then it was on to the end after I trimmed my armor.
Chat, I have not been recording. I have not been recording. I have no idea how long that went on. So you might be enjoying some nice replay shots of me defeating the Ender Dragon. I have no idea when it wasn't recording. What in the world?
And here are those replay shots. I started out, this was about day 94 or so, collecting materials, organizing my inventory, dumping out things that I didn't need. I also made a quick stop by the cobblestone farm in order to stock up on cobblestone to use as a building block. I had placed these wool blocks denoting where the stronghold was, which direction. So I headed out of camp for what I thought would be the last time in 100 days, and I was off to go locate the stronghold. I will say it went pretty well. I finally found it. It was in this birch forest right at the very edge, almost bordering the jungle. So of course I had to take a couple eye measurements at the last little bit just to double check that it was right where I thought it was, which it was. It was pretty easy to get down to. I found the portal room, no problem. Relatively easy to deal with. And then all that was left to do, after dealing with the silverfish, was to fill in the eyes of the portal and enter the end. That's right, no waiting around, we were jumping right into it. So here we go.
Alright guys, so we're gonna pretend that this is the first time looting an end ship. We're finally at the end ship. Let's grab the first dragon head. Wait, I do have an inventory slot. Let's go. Dragon head acquired. Rawr. Let's go. Let's definitely not put it in the bundle with all the others. Oh look, it's the Elytra. I can get my wings now. This annoying goblin. Hello? Where'd you come from? You weren't in the script. Can't even smack you. Well, you're dead now. We got decent loot. The Curse of Binding though, oh that's annoying. It's actually really annoying. Silk Touch, Unbreaking 3 Shovel, Mending Sword. All that pales in comparison. Pales in small comparison to our first pair of wings. Chat, I got my wings. I'm no longer flightless. This reenactment of Crimson Falcon finding his first Elytra on his hardcore world was brought to you by Crimson Falcon, directed by Crimson Falcon, script writing, none, because I just ad-lib everything. We have the tiny end city. I was wondering when we were going to stumble across one of these. They seem to be like the staple of the end. Every end will always have at least multiple of these. Probably at least one. Nice spears. Great sword. Wow. Get me on the roof to somewhat safety. Psych. Not safe at all. Oh. I do not think highly of you. Where did that one come from? No. So this one's even tinier than the last one. Maybe there's one where it doesn't. And of course it has the Spire Armor trim. Tell you what, you go to the little podunk places, they know what's up. The Spire Armor trim was the last thing that I was looking for, so I headed back, grabbing some chorus fruit on my way out, as well as some chorus flowers. That way, if needed, I could regrow it in the overworld. I then went through the end gateway after marking it on the map for future use, just in case I decided to come back. And just like that,
We're back.
we were back on the main end island and about to go home.
We're back, and we rule the skies now.
In we go. Home. Sweet home. We've got end loot. We've got the dragon egg. The next generation. I had one more goal that I wanted to achieve, and since this pale oak was on the way, I grabbed some of it as well. But at last, I spotted what I wanted to see.
There we go.
Ah, here it is. Well guys, it appears I have found what I wanted to find. So I started digging down until I came across the big city. Chat, what was the one enchantment we were missing? If you guys said Swift Sneak, you are in fact correct. The sprawling metropolis might have what we need. So I gathered up some wool and got to opening chests. There shouldn't be a shrieker up here. Swift Sneak 1. Good. Flame, Swift Sneak 2. We're getting closer. We have Swift Sneak finally. Even higher. Oh my word. There's no way. We got a wordsmithing template as well. Swift Sneak 3. Oh my word. We're out. Oh, cherry. There's my base with the red beacon. So let's recap what we did in this 100 days. I built a cobblestone farm with an automatic smelting system to turn half that into stone. I then also built a fully working lava farm. I made a villager trading hall with a load of librarians, some clerics, and one Fletcher. I also made a full iron beacon, made an armadillo XP farm, and kind of built a house. We'll be working on that in the future. I made a nice nether portal in the overworld. Also made a couple crop farms and other farms for needed materials. Got a maxed out enchantment table, and this is the base so far. That's right, that's all we did in just 100 days. There's no better way to say this. Then I'm Crimson Falcon. I've enjoyed this 100 days, and I'll see you guys in the next one. What is in store? I may have told you stuff, but you don't always know. Plans change, minds change, people change. But I'll see you guys in the next one. Crimson Falcon, signing off. It's been a blast with this first 100 days. Here's to 100 more. If you watched to the end, genuine thank you from me. Make sure to hit that subscribe button to help me on my journey to 10,000 subscribers. Let's see how high we can get it with this one video. It's me, Crimson Falcon. Thank you guys for watching.